Hello and welcome along to a video where I'm going to do a quick review of a film that I've watched from my holding shelf. I watched it the other night and I thought it was a really good film, and I would just like to share with you a quick review about this film, and I would urge you to pick this up if you ever saw it. The film I watched was Extraterrestrial. Now, this film I expected it to be a cheap film, which it isn't. I expected it to be one of those films where you watch and you got a bit bored or halfway through, or your special effects were absolutely rubbish. I expected it to have nobody in that you knew. I expected it to be pretty much trash, but it might have been one of them films that's so bad it's good. That was my idea going into it. I couldn't have been further wrong. It is quite a low budget film, yes, but the couple of things that stood out with me was that the film, I checked on Internet Movie Database, and the film has been shot in 5K. Now this reflects really on the Blu Ray. It's probably one of the best looking Blu Rays I've ever seen. Can you believe that? The film cost me £1 from One Below, which is a bit like Poundland. It's Blu Ray, obviously. And the film, it doesn't have any special features. It's just your regular sort of film with I think it's got a trailer on it. It does have 5.1 surround sound, which is a really good soundtrack as well. The picture quality, like I say, in dark times, I was watching it on my 4K player, so that will upscale it to a certain level. But the picture quality I found was, sometimes I was looking at it, and when you see darks on a 4K disc, you can see in it's sort of like the depths of the picture. And there was a picture, it's at night in trees, and you can see all of the sort of detail of the trees, and you can see things in dark corners of the rooms and all that type of thing. So for that reason, with it being that sort of 5K, this could get an amazing 4K, not that it ever will. It was released in 2014, and the people it stars, I've never heard of them, I've got to admit, but Michael Ironside is in here. He does play a character in here, he plays a good character in here. And also the actors in it are all right, they're not bad. The lead lady is a great actress. I didn't think I was going to like it. It's a typical movie where you get like a group of kids who go into a cabin and they stay in there. It's a friend's cabin, and they're going to stay there for a weekend, and everything goes wrong because an alien comes down, visits them, and takes some of them away to examine them with probes, as you know. Because I don't know why. That's the fact that aliens always seem to probe humans. I don't get it, but it's a thing. So it's not very, I thought it was going to be one of those ones that's a bit like sort of humour, but the humour's wrong. It's not really humorous, which is good. The effects in it are really good. Surprisingly good for a film. Like I say, it's low budget. I'm not going to say it's not low budget, but it's a film that sort of gets itself a little bit above that. I know it's been released. I looked for further Blu Ray releases of this film, and there is one in America. I think it was released on Shout Factory or Shout, the other sort of Shout Screen Factory, and that shows you that the film has got some merit. It's not as if it's one of these ones that was shown on the Sci-Fi Channel and nobody ever would want to watch it. You would watch it cheap on there. The CGI or the effects for the aliens as well isn't one of those ultra cheap like ghost shark CGIs. It's more, it's quite well done. The characters, the aliens, do look quite realistic, and they are quite not scary, but they're well done, and they are malevolent. They have not come for any good reasons. There's no depth to them. They are just really out here to just treat humans as just something that they just look at and examine, and that's it really. But this group get mixed up and all that. The characters, like I say, they are quite good. They are quite engaging. I did feel myself a certain level of hoping that someone didn't meet an untimely end and all that type of thing. So for the hour 40 minutes it was on, I was quite gripped. It's just from where it came from, this pound shop. On a Blu Ray, I'd never seen it in a shop before. It's got a really slim cover as well, slim thing, which it ticks all the boxes for being a film that you would watch instantly, dislike and throw away. But it didn't. So for me, I can't recommend this highly enough, and I think whoever could find it, especially for £1, if you can get it for £1, You'll have a great time with this movie. I know I did. So that's just a quick review, and hopefully if you're ever thinking about getting something like this, or you see it, do pick it up, because I highly recommend it. You will have a good time with it. It is not a typical throwaway bit of garbage. For me, it was on my holding shelf. It's now on my regular shelves now, and I will watch this film. I could imagine me watching this film once every couple of years. So okay, thanks for listening to this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. See you later.